Yes, that was blood. But I swear there's no cause for alarm. Not every vampire is a monster. I'm part of a group that only drinks from willing donors. We regulate the actions of less scrupulous vampires.
Welcome back, it's Jebro. I thought I'd start with a little cheeky bit of the tutorial since that's what we are going to be talking about today. The tutorial in Elder Scrolls Online. But we're also going to be talking about Blackwood and the fact that I got to preview the game expansion, the chapter release, not expansion, the chapter release, as described by Rich Lambert, creative director at Zenimax Online Studios. Expansions, they prefer chapters because they're a chapter in their experience rather than an expansion and an addition. It's a part of the experience. It's a chapter. You know what a chapter is in your life, right? Has more meaning. I like that. I like it a lot. Anyway, again, I got to go to the preview event, which had press, other streamers, YouTubers, you name it. They were there. We got to try Blackwood the very first time, and it was awesome. It was a lot of news, a lot of stuff, a lot of things, endeavors. Okay, this is an awesome new system. You're gonna be able to find out about that from tons of people, but not many people are going to talk about the tutorial, the brand new tutorial, which is going to change all of the future tutorials of this game, because it will probably be the only one left in there for a long time to come. Jebro, it's just a tutorial, man. Why are you so excited? Because they're actually giving you a fantastic option at the end after you've learned how to play, learn how to basically play the game, which is brand new and fantastic, something which I've wanted to have in the game for a long time. So in every single tutorial that you play or have played in the past, when you've been in the world of Tamriel and you've been playing Elder Scrolls Online, you have normally started the tutorial in one of the stories, i.e. Greymoor, Somerset, or elsewhere, and other, obviously, chapters that have come out in the past. And tutorials they've had, obviously, at the beginning, the ESO launch, you know, we all know that tutorial quite well. Why is this one different? Well, it does come with Blackwood, obviously, when it's released, but it's not themed around Blackwood specifically. Blackwood is accessible at the end, but it's not Blackwood themed specifically. This is based around an island, or sorry, the base. I mean, it's an island, I guess. I don't know. I'm not massively affair with everything in lore-wise in the Elder Scrolls Online, and that's okay. But it is the Isle of Balfiera, and it is the home of Clan Direni. You are basically faced with an NPC, and their name is Norianwe. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, someone can just slay me. And they're a member of a Clan Direni's intelligence guild, and they are called the Cinderil. Cool names. I like it. Basically, you start and you're in jail. It's very similar to the beginning of the Greymoor tutorial, which I'm just here right now with Fenorian, obviously legend. And don't know why I said that. You talk to the NPC and you find out in the end that you are I guess you're a hero, and you're always a hero. And you have come through this portal with some Daedra. And these portals, these gates more specifically, have been basically researched. They're being researched by the clan, and they're being looked at for just their power. Like, you know, what are these gates and how do we activate them and whatnot. But then you suddenly appear through one, and so do the Daedra as well. And the Daedra have indeed taken over the gallery. They've taken over most of the area as well. And your function, your goal, as a hero, yay, is to go and basically take them out. So you can go and basically have a look at the actual gallery yourself and do the things, and you'll find out exactly what that means in the actual Blackwood chapter itself. I'm not going to spoil everything, but I'm going to give you a little bit basic story. Now, the gallery is important because it does have gates to other places in Tamriel, and also potentially, I guess you could say time, but I think they like to think of everything kind of happening at the same time a lot of the time as well, even though there are kind of chronological events that do occur. A lot of this depends on if you've actually played previous chapters, before, because as you know, if you're a returning player or you play the game already, if you interact with certain NPCs and you've seen them before, in chronological releases, they will talk to you as if you have completed that part and you know them. If you haven't, they don't talk about the past much, which is quite cool. And that's something I love a lot in Elder Scrolls Online. It's a very, very easy thing to not do, and I don't know. It's a good feeling when you come back to a main character, and they're like, I remember you. Hi, do you remember when we did this thing? Let's go do more things. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. So anyway, you go through these gates to get to other chapters. So you're going to have the option when you've finished the combat tutorial and you've gone through the whole process of learning, dodging, breaking free, interrupting, light attacks, heavy attacks, off balance heavy attacks, and different stuff, looting, sky shards, channeling, sneaking, loads of stuff. You're going to have the option to go through a gate to engage in the content you want to play. That is the video. Okay? That is why I'm excited, because you can go to any of the past chapter releases. Okay? You can even start at the beginning of the Alliance story that you would like to go and play through. This gives the new player or the returning player the chance to try and navigate the world, to try and get to the place where, they feel maybe they wanted to play the game in release chronological order, or if they wanted to play in an order of the chapters specifically, or if they wanted to go and play in an alliance, in their alliance storyline, or in another alliance storyline. This means you can start where you want to start, and obviously you go on from there, which is cool, because you would have started to discover the world and you'll be able to get about, how to play the game, and you're good. I love this. I really love this. This is such a good idea, and it's something that I've had an idea about and talked about for a long time, even on past Elder Scrolls podcasts that I've done. And whenever we've talked to devs and had the opportunity to do that, it's always been about, when can people play the experience, start the experience in a way they want to do it? Because your whole world is open to the fact that you can go and experience the content you want to experience, i.e., right now, Greymoor is the latest chapter, came out last year. You start slap bang in the middle of, Western Skyrim. You're in Greymoor, you're there, you're in the latest content, the latest kind of, I was gonna say graphics, the whole game looked great anyway, but the latest edition of the game, if you will, their finest creation. Because obviously you hope that every single thing you make is going to be better. Not always the case. Sequels are not always the best, are they? But Greymoor is fantastic. That's pretty true about Scrolls Online. I'm going to shut up. Basically, it's great. I'm really happy they've done this. I've got the opportunity to just talk about it very, very quickly with you, and I'm happy that we're going to be able to get this experience for new players and returning players, because they're going to be able to choose where they want to go. So if you think about this gate, I can't show you, unfortunately, any footage from the actual event itself. It's still very much a work in progress, obviously. They've not input PTS out. It wouldn't be very fair if that was to be something that happened, would it? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't at all. But basically, there's gates like this, a bit smaller. You walk through, you get a little indication, making sure you want to go to the place you want to go. Actually, very similar like that. You get that, that white door, that classic white door. And you get to confirm whether or not you want to go to that area, whether or not you want to go to Somerset, whether or not you want to go to you know, Sky, whether or not you want to go to Greymore, whether or not you want to go to elsewhere, whichever one of the Alliance stories. And this gallery room is awesome. There's this big massive column in the middle which is powering these gates. You know, you feel like you have been part of this tutorial, part of the reason why these gates have come alive in the first place. And obviously you can go and play Blackwood if you want. You can just jump straight in there. But the thing is that you've got options, and what people want is always options. And that is a fantastic reason why this is going to be such a good tutorial. Not only is that the case, it means that Zenimax don't have to build new tutorials in the first place. This is it. This is the last tutorial they will make. I mean, they didn't say that, but there's no reason why they would need to make a new one. They could adjust, or they could change the tutorial over time, of course. I don't feel like they're going to be making massive new maps, new themed tutorials or anything like that, because they don't need to. They can just have this one experience for the player. They can then just add gates in this room where they can go to the place they want to go to, you know, engage in the content they want to go to. The only real thing they'll need to add is a new gate and that new effect on the door, you know, just this painted image, you know, with this wash over it, looks like a portal. Boom, you're there. Next chapter, next year. It's fantastic. I'm really excited for them, for how they're thinking about a lot of their systems in the game as well, especially things like, you know, companions, these endeavors system, which you may be hearing about from other streamers and other YouTubers and other people talking about the Elder Scrolls Online right now. Maybe you want to go and check that out as well. I will be talking about endeavors and stuff maybe closer to time as I get a little bit more footage, because I feel like footage is something you always want to look at, but I know that you guys like me talking about these things because sometimes I can talk them out a little bit more. I'll always talk about stuff which people don't tend to talk about. And yeah, I hope you just enjoyed me talking about this new feature, you know, because it's an important part of an MMORPG's process. A tutorial is like a really good way to give a player an awesome, you know, new experience where they're like, you know what, this was good. They taught me how to play the game in a, you know, that basic kind of level. Like, this is how you fight, this is how you block, dodge, interrupt, break free, all that kind of stuff, the basics. And now I can get in there, and I can get in there to a place where I want to go to, and that's the next level of it, right? Pretty damn cool. Make sure go through the storyline as well. It's pretty cool because obviously there's the Daedra, the one who have come through these portals with you, so you end up having to fight this boss towards the end called Shiazil, and there's some nice you know, new learning experiences for new players. They teach you quite well how to, you know, block and how to interrupt and whatnot as well, which is very cool. Also teaches you the basic stuff, sprinting, camera perspectives, all the things. Okay, all the things. So if you're a new player, it's going to teach you about the game. Very basic mechanics. Norianwe is voiced very well as well, and he's guiding you throughout, and he's a healer NPC. It might even give you a little bit of an idea of what companion would be like in the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood chapter release, because companions are going to be a thing. They are an additional person that will be able to come along with you on your journey. They'll be able to go into dungeons and raids with you, trials with you, sorry. There's loads of fantastic stuff coming out on Blackwood. Please go and check out some of the Elder Scrolls Online streamers, YouTubers and content creators, because there is loads of fantastic news out there right now. And if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to chuck a subscribe, a comment, a like. I don't have any of the fancy graphics or anything coming out because this is just me, Jebro, talking to you about Blackwood and about the tutorial. And just getting a little bit excited about the fact that we're getting a new chapter in 2021 after the last year of everything else going on. Blackwood's going to be so good, people. You don't even know. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more on the channel. So that might give you a little bit of a reason to chuck a subscription over to youtube.com/JebroUni. Otherwise, I've been Jebro. Thank you so much for watching. New stuff, Blackwood, year-long story, Mehrunes Dagon, Oblivion. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and take care.